and we have this doji here creating what it's called a morning doji star, and this is a bullish candle, right? So it's giving us an indication that it's going to have a reversal on the trend, and this is actually going to roll over. And if you notice, we took the range of this candle, and we actually, with this candle with the long green, we engulfed this prior candle that we have back here, this long red candle. Today I wanted to take a minute and bring you a video, something that I found extremely interesting in regards to AMC, GME, and also ACB. We're gonna go into the daily chart. We've seen how this couple of names have been moving over the last couple of days. We got KOSS, BB, BBBY, AMC, GME, or GameStop. These are the names of the stocks that they call meme stocks or meme stocks. And here's something that I find to be a little bit interesting in the daily patterns, the daily chart here, going back to this base here, as you notice right here, $5.27 about a couple of weeks ago. We notice how we based here and we ramped up to break the prior high here, and then we found a second base to have this next leg up, right? So now after this pullback that we've been having, we can see here a couple of hangingments on the daily, and it seems like we had a little bit of a top, a ceiling here, but we have the 50 simple moving average here, and I find this to be really interesting because if we can actually come and find support around this area and we start to hover around it, we might be able to find a little base and go right back up to retest this trend line right here by the 1150 mark. And so I find this to be a little bit interesting. Now when it comes to GME as well, the problem that I find is that after the news that they're going to issue a secondary offering and they're going to dilute some people, and what this is going to create is actually a lot more supply, and so when you have a lot more supply than the demand, you know that the price is probably gonna drop. This is something that management, they're gonna try to probably raise capital with the current price that they have. Actually, you know, it's a lot more it's smarter thing for them as a company to raise capital on the current price around 150 than it was back here around the $3 and change, right? So if they try to restructure a deal here, raising capital, and they actually go into a secondary offering, will create a lot more supply, and that will equal to a lower price, right? So they're going to try to restructure that stuff. It's going to be a smart thing for the company as the company, but maybe not for the shareholders, right? So so let's see how it does over the next couple of days. But I'm watching this level here around the 50 simple moving average to see if we can find the support back here. You notice how that 50 simple moving average actually became a resistance, and every single candle on the daily closed under the 50 simple moving average. So those were extremes, and then now here we reclaimed, here we dipped, but we were able to reclaim. So let's watch how the 50 simple moving average will actually come to play on the price action over the next few days. But this is something that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on, and by the time that you watch this video, I hope that it actually helps you in any way. And also I want to come and talk to you about ACB here for a second. If you notice right here, we have a pretty decent levels of bottoms and tops, right? So back here we have several areas of support, and prior resistance here became support, right? We have a nice island gapper right here. Now we created a bigger range, and we have 1, 2, and we can take this little candle as close to 4 and 5, so several areas of support. And we can see here how over the last days we were able to hover on top of the view app, and even in this candle on the extended hours we were able to, well, drop and dip under the view app, but then the 100 simple moving average on the 5-minute time frame held that level to just right back up and hold the view app on the extended hours. Now it started to ride this moving averages on the extended hours, but obviously we'll see how it opens when the market opens next week. But the thing is that having all of these areas, multiple support areas, it's going to be extremely interesting to keep an eye on ACB, as well as we can see how BB worked last week, coming here on this consolidation moving averages again, BBB, Y, and all of these names. Here we have a little bit of a base that we can put a little trend line here, a little consolidation. But one thing on ACB that really calls my attention is this bottom level right here, taking it to this candles we have right here on this downtrend coming to the prior area of support and multiple support levels, which is very interesting. And we have this doji here creating what it's called a morning doji star, and this is a bullish candle, right? So it's giving us an indication that it's going to have a reversal on the trend, and this is actually going to roll over. And if you notice, we took the range of this candle, and we actually, with this candle with the long green, we engulfed this prior candle that we have back here, this long red candle. And so we had a wide range that actually engulfed the whole range back here, and this formation with these 3 candles on this bottom formation right here forms what is called a morning doji star, because it has a doji right here. So this is a bullish pattern, a bullish formation, and it will be a pretty interesting thing to keep an eye on over the next few days. So I hope that you take advantage of this and you keep this name on your radar. So if it gives you some sort of follow through and you feel comfortable with the trade, then you take the opportunity and you capitalize on it. For now, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you guys later. Stay green and happy trading.